Hi guys, my name is JP. I'm the founder of Mindful Guru that helps with first responders and military that are going through some stressful and traumatic times in their life. And I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of background about my story and kind of why I do this. So I worked as an EMT for a few years here in Arizona. And it was a great job, and I really liked the aspect of the work when I got into it. It was something that I really wanted to do, and it was a step for me to become a firefighter. That was the goal for many years. But working on the ambulance, I got to see the side of medical that most people don't get to see. You think it's like this heroic, crazy thing when you go on these 911 calls, and it's majority of it's just all medical calls, and a lot of people that call 911, it's not really an emergency, and I think just because of the abuse, and I was working a 24-hour shift, and sometimes it was a stand-up 24, so seeing these clients, or not clients, but these patients constantly calling for a stub toe, for a fall, for things that weren't just anything crazy, nothing that what I thought I was getting into, nothing that my studies were being really used for. I was just literally just I was just burning out. I didn't know what to do, and I thought at the time lifting weights was gonna be the way that I get myself out of this little rut, out of this little thing that I was going through. And I also I should have gone and talked to people. I know there was numbers at the station to go and talk with and do these things. I remember my superiors, they would call. I was like, "Hey, GP," it's like, "Hey, how you doing after that one call?" And if it was like an actual traumatic call, and some of these were traumatic call, I'm not saying all of them are, but there's a sliver of ones that are actually good 911 calls that really I felt a difference, and some of them are pretty traumatic. So one thing that happened is I got burnt out, and I hated the patients. I remember running one patient's foot into the door on accident, but it was not it's not the thing that I thought it was going to be. And it wasn't until this one call, 3 o'clock in the morning, we get called to a laceration to the face, and we get there, and I just getting up of a deep sleep. I was already just like grumpy. We haven't slept all night. It's like you sleep for a minute and you wake up. So we get there, guys. Literally, all they did was a laceration or a razor cut, a razor bump, pretty much on top of his lip, and he wanted a band-aid. And I'm here with my partner, the firefighters, and the police, and this is what our resources going to. I couldn't handle it, and that was my breaking point. And I thought working out was gonna be the way for me to kind of let my steam go. It is a great technique, and it's a great thing to do to go work out and be physical, but there's only one aspect. We kind of let go or don't even mind the mental nor the spiritual side of what the work that we did or what I did at the time. So I remember at the time too, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos of people traveling the world, living in vans, and just doing these crazy things. And I was like, how come I'm not doing that? And I think because of this, I was like, I also went through a breakup at the time, and I was like, F this, I'm gonna go. So I remember I got my visa to go to Australia, and lo and behold, I got accepted. I got the visa granted for myself, and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna happen. So I ended up, booking my flight and buying a one-way ticket to Australia, Sydney, Australia. And I had an amazing adventure out there. And somehow I ended up going to a Hare Krishna village there, which I didn't know what that was. I thought when I walked into it, it was a cult, and I literally wanted to run away. But after spending some time there and talking to some of the people there, and my girlfriend at the time, she was really, really open to this, so she helped me open my mind up to this. So I got to learning what they do. I got to learn about meditation and the whole Hare Krishna mantra, which is a beautiful mantra. It's just fantastic for those who, have a little hard time meditating. But so I started off there, did a little bit of just learning about the culture and the philosophy there, which is just a beautiful culture. And then from there, I ended up going to Spain, and I ended up volunteering at a yoga and meditation retreat with a gentleman of the name of Nami, who was this amazing yogi guy who could stretch in all these different ways, and I didn't think it was possible. And he just showed me a whole different side of yoga that I've never seen, because here in the West or here in the US, yoga is more about fitness and looking awesome, doing these great poses, versus traditional Indian yoga. It's just very about the breath and being more just kind of calm. Just calm. And I learned a lot from him, and having guests come and who wanted to learn about yoga was just really cool. Got to learn a lot more about meditation as well there. And then I met a friend there, Carly, who actually ended up asking me, like, hey, dude, you want to go to a Zen Buddhist retreat? And I'm like, yeah. So I ended up going there, and it was going to be a meditation for 6 hours a day in the middle of the woods in Madrid. I could not tell you the town that I ended up, but I know it was like a 2-hour drive west of Madrid. So I ended up going there, and these were monks that I was hanging out with. And, I thought all monks were also all the same, but they're not, because these guys, they had a bar there, and they were all smoking cigarettes, but I think it's like the European thing. But drinking, I was pretty cool. No one's getting hammered. We're just enjoying our time. But when it came to the temple time, it was temple time. It was just very like surreal. And then when you see the master, she's a whole different level of, I just didn't feel comfortable around her. Just her energy was so, I don't know how to say it correctly, just so overpowering, and I never think I've never felt. So I remember we were like sitting at this huge table, and the master would be at the one end, and I would be at the far end, because I did not want to be next to her. But it was the best time, the best thing I ever did in my life. Meditating for 6 hours a day, periods of like an hour and 45 minutes. But doing the Zen meditation was just another level of meditation that I didn't think I was actually possible for sitting for such a long period. But it was the training with the mind that really helped me from the burnout that I got when I was working on the ambulance. And when I came back, I knew that I wanted to help my brothers and sisters who were working first responders or military. I think this is a great thing. Just meditation, just calming of the mind can really help out. But also use it as a pair with exercising, because exercise is amazing for the body, and doing something you enjoy, walking, lifting weights, yoga. This is also amazing. But controlling that mental side and spiritual side, which meditation and just having time for yourself is a great thing, and something we've forgotten here in the States, in our world, how we're always running and running and running. We have to learn how to just kind of calm and bring ourselves back to awareness and the here and the now, and appreciate the things that we do have, and love and be around the people who we have in our lives. And I think just going through this process of meditation and eating healthy and just doing everything correctly really does make a huge difference. So I just kind of wanted to give you a little snippet of kind of my life and what got me here to help you guys, help everyone, people that I can who are working in the field right now. So if anybody wants any one-on-one coaching, please look me up. My name again is Mindful Guru. You'll see some links on the bottom to kind of find me and how to get in contact with me. But please call me, and if you feel lost, I can help you and guide you, hopefully into a better place. Thank you.